What a cool movie, man. I mean, I always think of underwater like this, just as vast and curious as I think about space. But now this movie actually shows you like an underwater world.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, after doing this, do you think that this world actually existed out of cinema, like that there's some Atlantis or something out there?
Yeah, I believe that there's possibility of Atlantis. Probably not on this level, but it's definitely, yeah, I think that existed. There's many I mean, shit, if there's dinosaurs, we're digging. I'm like, Atlantis isn't that far off. Yeah. Believing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And how does like your Pacific Islander background, like when you talk about the gods of the sea and stuff that's in your folklore and stuff, like how does that relate to Aquaman? Is there anybody that's like on that parallel to Aquaman?
Yeah, no, because I mean it's like Poseidon. Our gods are like Poseidon, Kanaloa, Maui. All these guys are larger than life. My guy is the half of that. It's so beautiful that you're taking two different worlds. You know what I mean? Like I think my human side is just as magical as the Atlantean side. That's what's kind of neat about this movie is that, and also crossing, just these two worlds. It's neat to they both don't understand each other, but I mean I feel that's prevalent in our own society right now. And like if we just took some time to think about what it's like for these people and what it's like for those people and make it one world, then breaking down a lot more doors and walls.
Yeah,
caring about each other. So there's a lot of little themes that I dig about this movie, man.
In this trident resides the power of Atlantis. If you seek my power, journey beyond the edge of the world to the hidden sea. In the wrong hands, it would bring destruction. But in the hands of the true heir, it would unite all our kingdoms, above and below. Hey, wait!
What?
Shouldn't we have written it down first?
I memorized it. Didn't you?
Oh, yeah, totally.
What did you just say?
Something trident.
In this movie, Aquaman, Arthur could talk to the animals.
Yeah.
So if you could whisper in a shark's ear, like what would you tell the shark?
I mean, I would love to be able to whisper in the shark's ear because they're beautiful creatures, man. They're not dangerous creatures. I mean, they don't want to eat humans, otherwise it'd be a lot worse. I mean, I think more people have refrigerators fall on them than shark attacks. So it's kind of I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd whisper in them, but I'd probably use them as my own little weapon. Take some people out. I'm just joking.
Well, when you peel back the layers of like these superhero movies, it seems very Shakespearean. I mean, you have this thing with your brother going on and everything else like that. I mean, do you think that these stories are like old stories that's been told over and it's
100%. This is it's King Arthur, so I think it's our modern mythology. These comic books and these superheroes and it's just a sign of our times, but it all kind of stems back to those amazing stories. There's like 7 different stories that we all kind of circle around. But yeah.
Yeah. How cool was it as a dad to have your kids do cameos and stuff in the film?
I mean, they're not cameos. They're just they're just in the background. They're so young. So, it's just fun on the day, and she was delighted to be playing around and be with Papa on the set the whole. And doing just experiencing that it was extremely cool.
And Lisa was cool with this too.
That's a great question. I don't think she knows. Keep that between us. But she might. It might. I think James cut Lola out, which is great. And Lola was so bummed, and I said, "Oh, James, you're in for it, man. She's gonna get you."
Well, look, man, I love seeing you on screen, man. I love what you represent and the diversity that you represent, because you're a reflection of our culture, our world. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad to see you in this movie, heading it up, and can't wait to see you do more.
Man, that's all right. Thank you very much.
Happy holidays.
Take care, man. Happy holidays.
Perfect.